What are cost reimbursement contracts in the federal government? Have you ever wondered how the federal government manages contracts when costs are unpredictable? One important type of contract is the cost reimbursement contract. This agreement allows the government to pay contractors for all allowable costs they incur while performing the contract, up to a specified limit. Unlike fixed-price contracts, where the contractor takes on the financial risk, cost reimbursement contracts shift most of that risk to the government. This means that the final cost is not set in advance, and the government reimburses contractors as they incur actual costs. There are several types of cost reimbursement contracts used by the federal government. One of these is the cost-plus fixed-fee contract. In this arrangement, the contractor is reimbursed for allowable costs and receives a fixed fee that was agreed upon at the start. This fee remains unchanged, regardless of the actual costs incurred. These contracts are often used for projects where the scope of work is uncertain, like research or preliminary studies. However, they provide limited incentive for contractors to control costs since the fee does not vary. Another variation is the cost-plus award fee contract. Here, the contractor receives reimbursement for costs plus a fee that includes a base amount and an award amount. The award amount is based on the government's subjective evaluation of the contractor's performance. This structure aims to encourage high-quality work and excellence in contract execution. Then there is the cost-plus incentive fee contract. This type includes reimbursement for costs along with an incentive fee that varies based on how well the contractor controls costs and meets performance targets. This can motivate contractors to be more efficient while still allowing for flexibility in cost management. Cost reimbursement contracts are particularly suitable for projects where uncertainties make it hard to estimate costs accurately upfront. This is common in research and development or complex projects with changing requirements. However, because the government takes on the risk of cost overruns, these contracts requiring careful oversight and detailed tracking of costs. Transparency is essential to avoid wasteful spending. From a conservative perspective focused on limited government spending, cost reimbursement contracts can be seen as less efficient. They reduce the contractor's incentive to control costs and shift financial risk to taxpayers. This can lead to higher government spending and less accountability compared to fixed-price contracts, which encourage contractors to deliver results within a set budget. As a result, many conservatives advocate for reforms in federal contracting to limit the use of cost reimbursement contracts. They often promote fixed-price agreements where feasible and call for enhanced oversight to ensure that taxpayer dollars are spent responsibly. In essence, cost reimbursement contracts in the federal government allow for reimbursement of allowable costs plus a fee, primarily used when project costs are uncertain. While they offer flexibility for complex projects, they requiring strong government management to avoid excessive spending, aligning with conservative calls for fiscal responsibility and limited government spending.